We're back 2 days in a row. Just waiting for more people. What's going on? What's going on? Give me 1 second. Yo. Yo. There he is. What's going on, Leo?
Hey, Sarah. Just chilling.
Hey, what's going on, Kyle?
Hey, Kyle. I might go quiet randomly, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
here.
that's all right, bro. How's everything over there?
Pretty good. Just enjoying the weather, spending time with family and stuff.
How is the weather over there?
It's pretty good. It's
You cut out.
it's 67.
Oh, 67?
Yeah.
Yeah, over
I
here
s-
it feels
it's
like.
really it's really humid though. Like today the high was 80 and it felt like 85. So yeah.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I can't wear my tracksuit though. I bought like two tracksuits to wear down here. And I still haven't had a chance to wear them because it's hot. It's not cold enough because they're just straight up velour. So you
Yeah,
can't. It has to be chilly.
don't forget you at what, Egg? What are you talking about?
Don't forget me, bro. Please teach me about the Androgynta works with its structure and different clans. I don't get it. Androgynta. Androgynta, right? Androgynta.
Yeah.
Androgynta.
Um, they're similar to. They're like a mixture between the Camorra and the cartel, basically. Their structure is like it's kind of hard. They're mysterious still, so it's, to me, it's hard to explain. Did if you ever saw 000, that's kind of how the Ndrangheta works on the Italian side of it. They deal with mostly ships. Not too long ago, they got caught. I think they had over $1 billion of stuff on their ships. They got caught with that. Yeah, they're mysterious. They're not. They're family oriented. They're Calabrese, um, but they're the most powerful Italian group. The structure is like so you'll have families involved, like the Camorra. The Camorra has families, neighborhood kids. They join young age, 10, 12 years old. You'll have them out there.
Yeah. I think it's just they're just gangsters and there's a leader and then there's his helpers. I think Cosa Nostra is the only one that's like, boss, consigliere, underboss, capo and all that. They really are like Mexicans because here in Mexico, like it's a family that runs a certain part of something They even call them clans sometimes, like the Guzman clan or the Zambala clan, and they're ran by one person, a family usually, and the patriarch of that family runs it. And but there's no like real like structure, you know. It's just there's just one person running it, maybe the person he trusts the most, but they don't. But there's no like real titles, you know.
That's how I think the Androgeta works. Yeah, it's like the similar like the Sinaloa cartel.
Yeah, yeah. I like the Savastano clan. Like it reminded me a lot of like in the show, right? They reminded me of like a Mexican drug dealing
Yeah,
family. Like
yeah.
you got the old guy who's been doing it for a long time, and you got his kid, which almost always is stupid. You know, like you got the kid who's like growing up and fucks everything up, which was actually what's pretty much going on right now in Mexico. The kids of the people who were in charge are just fucking everything up now.
So yeah, I was talking the guy that he might join. I don't know. I sent him a link. He was saying that like for example, he knows like the new stuff, but like the old guys like Carlos Quintero,
Yeah.
he was saying that he didn't kill Kiki. That it was more like CIA stuff. But and then he also said like in December, the cartels they all of them like throw parties for their like areas and stuff and give out gifts and
Oh
cars.
yeah, that's true. They're called posadas. And I heard of one where they gave out cars, fucking washing machines in Culiacan. They were giving out fucking furniture. That's their way of like, you know, winning the people over, I guess. It's
Yeah.
nothing to them to fucking spend 300,000 at a party and give a few cars out and shit.
And then he also said something about how the cartels are the ones that like build the roads and stuff and like
They
buildings.
build the roads.
Like yeah.
I don't know about that, but um I mean a lot of I don't know about the roads, but I mean I know I mean I'm sure there's like money laundering and high levels of government. So, I mean, that makes sense. But yeah,
He did mention money laundering.
yeah. Well, there's not a lot of roads in Mexico. There's only like a few roads, and they're pretty controlled. There's a lot of like every time you go into a new part of the road, you pay a toll, and yeah, it's pretty controlled.
Is it expensive, the tolls?
It could get expensive. If you're going to like a big city, like if you're going to Guadalajara or you're going to like a big highway, they'll charge you more. You could spend up to 1,000 pesos in like tolls. So that's like $60, $70. Some people who drive across Mexico though, they could spend upwards of $200 in tolls.
To go how far?
Well, like my cousin, I have a cousin who drives all the way from Phoenix down to Nayarit, and I took the drive with him once, and he spent over $200. Like every time you go to the toll, they charge you money. But I mean, it's not very apparent. I'm here right now, and the only thing I've seen at this point, I got stopped because I busted over here because I wanted to try the bus, and I got stopped a few times in Sinaloa. It was a little scary. Like literally, dude, the guys that stopped me, they were
Yeah.
fucking listening to corridos, like Mexican music, like the corridos, like the Spanish drug dealing music.
Yeah.
They supposedly they were cops. I don't know, but in the background there was like more cars, and they were like literally looked like they were back there partying, and they took all the men out of the bus, and they made us empty our pockets, and that's about it. And they asked me like, "What's your occupation? Where are you coming from? Where are you going?" And my mom said that they do that to see who's going into Culiacan. Like they want to know everyone who goes in there, so they make you get off and ask you a whole bunch of questions. And because remember in Gamora how Cheeto fucking sneaked back into Naples on the bus. That's what that shit reminded me of, bro. Like these motherfuckers don't want you to fucking sneaking in through the buses. That's literally what that shit reminded me of. Like these dudes are smart. They even check the buses
That's
because that's how he got back to Naples, huh, on the bus.
yeah. He had a duffel bag with him and everything.
Yeah, he gets fucking cigarettes as soon as he the protest in Mexico. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know much about it, but they arrested it was young people like Generation Z, and they arrested a lot of people.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, I guess they're tired of all the stuff going on, and they fucking revealed they just did a protest. I think it was in Mexico City.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, it's I mean it's tough down here, bro. Like not it's not tough like for me in this city, but there are some cities where you can't enjoy yourself. Like if you lived in a narco hardcore controlled place, you can't go out after dark. If you're a male, like alone, that's you're probably gonna get stopped a lot if you're out after dark and it kind of sucks. I hope that never happens here though. It's really peaceful where I'm at. Like I said, it's always been like a neutral state. So hopefully it'll stay that way. But I have seen a lot more army and soldiers, but I don't know if that's because of the holidays, but I have seen a lot more state police and army around the city.
the police aren't even the ones you got to worry about, right?
No, well, it's weird, bro. The cops here are they're trash. Like the municipal cops are trash. Those you can give them 500 pesos and they'll fucking do whatever you want. The state, yeah, I kid you not, bro. One time, I went to go pick up my cousin, and they stopped me because I did some stupid. I did an illegal turn that I've seen many people do a million times, but whatever. Okay, I did an illegal turn. They took 3K from me, 3K pesos. That was like it's like $200, and
Damn.
he even fucking like he's like, oh, there's no problem. We'll fix this. Look, just give us the money you got, and we won't have a problem, and you can drive away. And I'm like, I took out my wallet like a dumbass, and I showed him, and then he saw everything I had, and he just told me go park over there and just give it to us. He told me to go like around, and I went around, and he took the money, and then he fucking like he did like a like when you ball up a fist and you rock someone else's hand, like, "Ah, good job." He did that to me. Like when he left, he was all happy, like, all right, then kid, have a good day. And I guess that was like his fucking salary of a week or something. I bet that was his salary of a week. But yeah, it's pretty corrupt down here. But I'm a chill guy. Like I don't go out to clubs. I don't drink. I'm not flashy. So I
Yeah.
drive like an Altima down here. So a 2012 Altima.
Okay.
So it's nothing to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
That,
comfortable, has AC, and it works well, and I love it. Gets me where I gotta go.
I didn't know they were like that. Do they have body cameras and stuff like out in
No, they don't have body cameras. Fuck no. And they're all fat, dude. Like they're all out of shape. They're all fucking like they can't protect shit. Like remember that story where they let that guy go, Ovidio Guzman. They let him go.
Yeah.
Like I mean, that made like look at these cops, bro. They're all fat and out of shape. They don't want to die. Like they'd rather they did what they did, But yeah,
How's the economy out there?
gas is pretty much the same price as in the U.S.
Yeah.
So gas isn't too much of a difference really. But beef is pretty cheap. Like beef, chicken, it's all pretty affordable. And I mean, there's a lot of poverty. There's a lot. There's the barely now you're starting to see a real middle class in Mexico, and
Okay.
that's good to see. There's like I would say my family's like middle class, and but yeah, it's there's a lot of poverty and there's not a lot of ways to You got to really work hard to get ahead. There is a way to get ahead, but you just got to really work hard for the people here. But a lot of Mexican families, they have resources, right? Like some families, they have family in the United States, they have, whatever. So there's ways for them to move forward. But I know that I see families, dude, you could tell, bro, that there's really no way for them to do anything. Like they just look like they look very indigenous, right? And you could tell that that you know you could just tell that it's really hard for them. You know what I mean? And a lot of them Spanish isn't their first language, so there's a lot of people that don't speak Spanish. Their dialect, their indigenous dialect is like their first language. Um, and a lot of times those are the people that never left Mexico. Like they've stayed there, they've been there, they stayed there, they never immigrated, so they kind of been in the same spot for like fucking hundreds of years. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of poverty, but I mean, my family's pretty okay. Like my grandma's a retired teacher. She has like two pensions. She always pays for everything when we go out to eat. Like
That's
she never lets me pay for anything, bro. And my aunt's a retired principal. She's balling. My other aunt, she's a chemical food engineer or something, but she never worked because my uncle's like in the Marines, in the Mexican Marines. So she never let her work. But they're well off as well. And so my family's like very good. Like I don't know, we're just okay, I guess. But that's why I enjoy coming, because when I come here, it's like I have all the commodities of a first world. So it's like I
yeah.
come here and I'm like, oh, I miss AC, or I miss fucking having a car, or I miss, high speed internet. Um,
I would love to go there so bad.
yeah, bro, if you ever come down here, we go to Puerto Vallarta,
I would
fucking
love.
Chacala. But I was talking to Slavo on the server, and I showed him pictures. He said it reminded him of Ukraine, the city. That it was
Oh,
very European looking. Like I showed him the center square, the cathedral, and the architecture, and he said it reminded him of Ukraine. It is a really beautiful city, dude. This city is fucking charming as fuck. Like it's in the mountain. It's like high in a mountain, and it's really beautiful. I'll send you pictures. It's really green, and there's a lot of like pine trees, and it's nice. Like there's
uh,
pine trees, not fucking palm trees. Pine, like pine
yeah.
trees.
Now, is there like, can you grow like tomatoes and all that shit over there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can grow anything you want.
Oh,
Um, why do you ask that? Like, you mean as far as like the soil not being good, or what do you mean?
yeah, because I remember I was watching a documentary. I think it was El Chapo. Like, he was like, there's not a lot of work. There wasn't work for me growing up. I couldn't grow anything.
Well, it's because like people like him, they're from a region of Sinaloa where it's bad. Like Badiraguato is just really poor. Well, even back then, back in those days, it's still really poor. If you go there, it's really a very poor place. But back then, it's like they didn't even have a school. So
Uh,
like my dad kind of, he comes from a very similar upbringing from a rural place, and my grandpa sent him to the fields, I think at the age of 8 or 7, to go help him with the tobacco, and just help him in the fields. So that's a very common thing in Mexico. um but I think what he meant was that crops didn't leave a lot of money or something like that. But
okay.
and what something they do a lot over there, they start growing poppy. Poppy has been a big thing in Sinaloa for since the 30s, 20s, 30s. Um, so poppy and marijuana. So I'm sure that I think that's what he would grow, poppy and marijuana. But I mean, he had ambition and he was greedy. But I mean, I don't know if you could say you can blame him. I mean, those it's not a coincidence, dude, that all these dudes come from the same fucking region
I know.
of Mexico, bro. Like they're all fucking like from the same little fucking region. They're all from that little mountain range, and I don't know if it's in their genes or what the fuck it is, but it's 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 crazy up there in those mountains, man. They really create gangsters over there, bro. And it's not like goody like those people from back then, bro. These are fucking cowboys, bro. These are people. These are men who could fucking saddle a horse, fucking they could fucking clean a field. They know the ranch life, but they became gangsters, and so they're like really they were dangerous, bro. Those guys from back in the day,
Yeah,
they were dangerous people for sure. But I don't know now. Now their kids were just rich and they grew into it. They grew up in cities, so they're not the same. Like look at Chapo's kids. So they're fucking trash, bro. I mean, all due respect or whatever, but those guys are trash, bro. They You saw what they did to Mayo? They fucking kidnapped him and gave him to the U.S., bro. Like what kind of shit is that, bro?
oh,
Like
yeah, yeah.
that's nuts, bro. Like no one was cool with that. I don't think anyone was cool with that. Like even if you ask like the citizens of Mexico, they're like, "What the fuck?" Like that was crazy.
Just gave them up. That's crazy.
Yeah, they gave him up. They just they told him to sit down. They told him to come to a sit down, and he went because he trusted them, and he didn't take too many bodyguards, I guess. And they
Oh,
fucking put a bag on his head, and they put him on a plane, and they got him off in Texas.
oh shit.
That was part of the DEA deal that they did with the DEA, the fucking chapitos. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's trash, bro. Like who would do something like that? Like I don't think Italians would ever do anything. Has there been a case of Italians doing some shit like that?
No, if they
Well,
took.
Cheeto does shit like that all the time. So who knows?
I mean, in Italy, no, they wouldn't do nothing like that. They'll kidnap them and deliver them to like their someone in the family, but not. They wouldn't just give them up.
Like give them up to the cops. Like and that's what and that's really like a little fucking microcosm of crime in Mexico. There's no rules. It's all it's like at any by any means necessary. I got to win by any means necessary type shit.
Yeah,
There's no like honor or whatever. Um, yeah, they're bad people. They're bad folks.
it's weird because the ones that are in New York are so chill, but then the ones in California are so different.
What do you mean, like drug dealers?
No, not even that. Like their whole like their demeanor. Like
Oh,
we,
Mexican people.
yeah,
Well, yeah, it's because in California they're more like cholos. They're more like gangbangers. They're
yeah,
more like a lot of cartel people. You don't you see them and you wouldn't tell, bro. Like especially the higher up you go, they just look like fucking normal ass grandpas and grandmas, and they just look like normal people. Um, but yeah, and in Cali, they're all like cholos, and it's that Southwest thing, like that Chicano culture.
yeah.
Um, I'm not really like that. I mean, I like Chicano culture, but I've never was one to like fucking want to get Aztec stuff on me and stuff like that. I think the Aztecs, I don't think they were that great. They did a lot of fucked up shit. They would sacrifice women and children. They did a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the ones in New York, they mostly went to escape like the corruption.
Yeah.
So they're more, I don't know, they're more down to earth, I feel, than the ones in California.
Yeah, because in California, they've been there for a while.
Yeah.
So it's like, but yeah, there are chill Mexicans. I mean, but I guess that's with every ethnic group. There's like in Russia, they have the gopniks. Or what are they called? The gopniks, the ones that wear Adidas all the time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like every race has like their weird, you know, want to be tough guys. I don't know.
Yeah, back in the day, the Italians with the tracksuits and the all that shit.
Yeah. These guys today, they want to be buried in the jogging outfit. I wonder how that started, the whole tracksuit thing with gangsters.
I don't know. That must have been like an '80s thing, maybe
Dude,
'90s.
imagine fucking Carlo Gambino in the tracksuit. That shit would have been funny as fuck. Uh,
I
I don't
think
think he ever wore one.
no. Every time I saw him, he was in a suit.
You guys sound like you need more blunts. What do you mean more blunts? I don't
Yeah,
smoke.
me either.
Yeah. But yeah, but other than that, I'm enjoying my time here. The food's great. The tacos are great. There's a lot of great burger spots.
Yeah,
And I don't have to cook for myself when I'm down here because my grandma cooks or my mom cooks. So when I'm in Phoenix, I have to cook for myself every single day. Well, because I'm like in my element, I'm living my normal life. But when I'm here, it's like I don't have to cook. So it's cool. What is the state of the cartel today compared to 5 years ago? What was 5 years ago? Well, when you say the cartel, there's not like one big cartel, right? There's there's Mexican organized crimes. Even the term cartel isn't really accurate because a cartel is an organization that produces, distributes, and sets its own prices. Like the fruit cartels, remember? Like United Fruit Company, that was a cartel. So but I guess 5 years ago from today, what was 2020 till today, everything's falling apart as far as like the people who were actually like at the top in 2000 5 years ago, you could say was like the Sinaloa cartel still. Chapo was in jail, but they were still pretty much on top. And Mayo was out, so he kind of like kept everything in order and kept both factions like kind of balanced out. So I guess you could say 5 years ago was kind of like the last um stable stable era for the Sinaloa cartel. And then so I guess five, but now it's all fucking crazy. It's all like war, and those two families hate each other, and the Guzmans fucking they allied up with CJNJ. It's crazy. CJNJ kidnapped them a few years back, and Mayo saved them, bro. Like Mayo saved them. He negotiated and saved them from Mencho, and now they teamed up with them, and they betrayed Mayo, the guy that helped them, that saved their life.
that's
That's fucking crazy, huh? They
that's
He literally saved them, bro. Like they got them from a restaurant in Puerto Vallarta. There's a video of it. They came in like 30 fucking armed dudes with fucking like long arms, and they just took them out. And they took them out of the restaurant, and that shit was crazy.
yeah. I didn't see that video. That sounds crazy.
But yeah, that would be the difference, Kyle. Everything's kind of like falling apart, and CJNJ is kind of like coming out on top. So they're looking to be like the premier organization at the moment. So the Sinaloa cartel is not what it was anymore. It's over for them, pretty much. It's over.
That guy that I was talking to earlier today, he was telling me that one of the guys in the cartel, they were obsessed with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that whole movie shit.
Probably
And then that's where they got the whole chainsaw thing from.
that could be. I mean, I know that they started like chopping each other up, like getting really bad. Like when the Zetas came in, that's when I started like hearing about like beheadings and all those videos online of beheading people, and it got really gory. Um, Around 2009, 2010ish, like before 2000s, people got whacked, but people weren't getting chopped up and shit. You know what I mean? Like people got whacked, and that's it. But after like '09, after the Zetas came in, violence just became like this fucking different type of shit, bro. It just became like beheadings, and I think they found like 70 bodies one time in somewhere. They just dumped them on a highway. Like That's something else. That's something else.
That's like some Middle Eastern shit.
Yeah, you could look that up. It was in Setas dump bodies on road or something like that, and it was over 60 bodies or something. That's just
Damn.
fucking retarded. Yeah,
They
that
got
was in Haiti, I think, where the gangs took over the government. That was Haiti. That was
yeah.
Haiti.
Haiti's one of the biggest shitholes right now.
Dude, if we think, yeah, Haiti's fucked, but no one cares about Haiti, so no one really talks about it. But Haiti's fucked, bro.
I think mostly because there's so much Mother Nature just destroys it over and over. So there's like nothing there. And then they go and they mess with like Jamaica and shit like that, and all everyone surrounding them.
Yeah, I was in because I used to do Sunday school because I'm Catholic or whatever. And dude, remember that time they had some sort of earthquake or they got washed away by a big old wave? Dude, my Sunday school teacher was like, I feel bad for them, but they practice voodoo and they have some of the highest counts of voodoo something witchcraft. And like try to say like they brought this on themselves, and I was like, that's fucked up. I told her like, so what are you saying that they deserved it? And but yeah, Sunday school was interesting sometimes.
That is true with the whole voodoo shit, the Haiti. Johnny, what's going on? By Mother Nature, you mean U.S. businesses? Um, no, I don't think that has anything to do with Haiti. Maybe,
Kodak Black's from Haiti, or he's Haitian. The
yeah,
rapper.
yeah,
I bet you he's not trying to go help them. He's like, all right. I never hear him like talk about going back to Haiti.
nah,
Nah, he'll get kidnapped, bro. They'll kidnap him
yeah.
for sure.
I was talking to my friend. He was born in Jamaica, and he was telling me like the cops over there. He said the worst crimes over there that they'll kill you for is they hate thieves. So they'll take the thieves and just they don't even put them in prisons. They'll tie them to a car and just start driving until they stop. There's only like one coroner, and it just takes them days to go pick up the. It's like he said they call it like jungle justice.
Jungle Justice.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, in some places where the rule of law isn't, you know, isn't being enforced, really, that's what starts happening. People see that's like the other side of the coin of police brutality. Like cops here in the United States, they don't fuck around, bro. But you know what? I found that if you follow their instructions and you do what they say, you'll be all right.
yeah,
Um, and now I'm a brown person, so I've never experienced racism from a cop. If anything, I've experienced nothing but cordial, and I've had whenever I've been in trouble with the cops or gone to jail, whatever, they've always been like, as long as you follow their instructions, you're gonna be okay. And so like you know, the cops here, they're tough or whatever, but at least we don't got, that fucking crazy shit that's going on all over the world. You know what I mean? Like in Mexico, dude, for a chopper to come out, it has to be a big fucking deal. It has to be some crazy ass shit. In the United States, you just gotta try to steal a car and they're gonna bust out with the chopper and the helicopter and look for your ass. But in
yeah,
Mexico, bro, for them to bust out a helicopter, it has to be like, oh, they're about to catch Pablo Escobar or some shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, but over here, it's like they, yeah, maybe it's a little overkill sometimes, but I mean, at least people aren't getting chopped up. I mean, we do have a lot of problems, but I don't want cops like in Mexico to be in the United States. Like, I don't want shitty ass cops.
No, and yeah, especially now that they got body cams, they tone down.
Some be on a power trip, some got PTSD. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And you got to be smart to know how to handle certain people. Like me, I know, like if I see a cop who's paratripping, I'm gonna handle it a certain way. I'm not gonna fucking try to confront him, or I'm just gonna try to handle it a certain way, right? But not everyone's gonna be like me. Some people are gonna be like, nah, fuck this cop. She's power tripping. And then you'll probably get your ass beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if I get pulled over, which thankfully it hasn't been a while, but I try to like be like, all right, the most I want to be here is like 10 minutes. Like, just get me out of here. So I'll just be like, yeah, all right, what happened? Okay, all right, sorry about that.
Yeah.
And
Last time I got pulled over, when was it? And I actually went to jail. It was like 2020, well, 22. Yeah.
2022.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I had some old warrant for something that it pretty much it got squashed, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't I had a new plate, but I didn't put the paper plate on. So they pulled me over. And then they looked my name up and he's like, "Hey, you have a warrant." And I'm like, "For what?" It's from 2000. It was from the tweens. It was from 2000 tweens.
Oh
And
shit.
no, from the teens, 2000 teens. I can't remember the year, but it was in the teens. And they're like, has anyone stolen your identity? Even the cops were like, because I look so chill, you know. They're like, did someone steal your identity? Did you leave your ID somewhere? But then they explained it, and I was like, oh, okay, I remember what that's about. And I just went to go see a judge, and then got dismissed, and I was all right. They got
Dang.
dropped. Friend went back to Mexico in the car, got pulled over 21 times. Once they ran out of money for bribes and spent 3 nights in jail. Yeah, bro, that's how it is, bro. It's fucking disgusting. It's the only way to actually go through Mexico is if you have like a woman with you and kids. So like if you're a family, they'll kind of leave you alone. Um, or if like if it's me and my mom or me and my grandma, they kind of leave us alone. But yeah, if you're driving by yourself in Mexico, it's fucked.
21 times. Holy shit.
I believe that 21 times. Yeah, your buddy must have money if he planned to just bribe people. But I driving through Mexico, no bueno.
No, I'd
No.
rather take a flight to where I gotta be, and then that's it.
Sí, quiero un pan. ¿Ah? Uh,
I sent you a link, Johnny, in the Instagram.
Sirius is joining Johnny.
I sent you a link. Check your Instagram. They went with friends.
Well,
Yeah, I could see if you're in a car full of dudes,
yeah, bro.
that's probably worse than being
But
alone.
that sucks so much, bro. That you have to worry about that. That's what pisses me off. That fundamentally, you can't even execute your liberty as as a human being to travel. You know what I mean? Without be getting fucked with. That's what pisses me off. That these people like you really want to have a country like that, bro, where people say, "Oh yeah, I went to Mexico and this happened to me." It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? But yeah, whatever. And then the government, they're just all fucked too. It's embarrassing.
I hope it gets better, man, because I would even live there uh, at some point. It's not
Yeah,
far.
I love it here. And it's tragic because the Mexican people are such great people and very generous.
Yeah, the ones that I see, they're always the most chillest people. Oh, it only some parts of Mexico you can't visit. Gangs have their own territory. Just talked to a guy from Memphis. He said it's like a bad girlfriend. You don't know how bad it is to you. Get Out, Mexico. They use.
It's like a bad girlfriend. You don't know how bad it really is till you get out. It's the way like Mexico they used to. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like you have to be very careful. Um, and I only experienced it because I busted. I usually fly directly to where I'm going. So this time I got a little bit more to I experienced a different side. You know, I saw that shitty side on the bus ride. And remember how I would say before syrup, I don't yeah, it's chill here. I never see anything. Nothing ever happens to me.
Yeah,
Um this time's a little bit different. It was a little bit different. But I haven't lost any money. Nothing's actually happened, so it's cool.
thank God for that.
I'm in Tepic, Nayarit, Johnny. Tepic, Nayarit. So it's pretty chill down here. It's pretty chill here. You know where Tepic is? It's like 3 hours from Mazatlan. I have an aunt in Mazatlan. She lives there. I have a lot of family in Mazatlan. My dad lived there. My mom studied in Mazatlan. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right. Isn't it a chill town? It's like chill, relax from Aguascalientes to Mazatlan. Yeah, it's a nice town. So that's where I'm at in Tepic. Yeah, it is, right? It is really pretty. I fucking love it here. Like I wish it never goes to shit. I hope it stays peaceful forever, bro.
I think you showed me pictures.
Yeah.
It looked man nice.
Yeah. It is. It's true. But they've done a good job here. I got no complaints. What the like dude, have you seen that video of that helicopter killing those drug dealers in Mexico?
No,
That was here in Tepic. So when CJNJ took over Nayarit, Johnny, do you know that story when they took out the Beltran Leivas here in Tepic with the helicopter? Remember that? That shit looked like some Star Wars shit. Like they literally fucking flamed the building, bro. Like, dude. Yeah, yeah, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. Dude, all across the state in like 8 hours, they took everyone out from the Beltran Leyvas. And that's when CJNJ, I think, came in. And even my grandma knew. She was like, están haciendo cambio de plaza por eso. They're changing the plaza's changing hands. So they're killing everyone. But she said it all matter of factly, bro. Like this happens every fucking 10 years, every 8 years. But but yeah, bro, that's how she said it. And I even saw the chopper, bro. Cause I was here in Mexico at that time. I saw the chopper flying. It was in Ciudad del Valle or it was around here, bro. I was not even 15 minutes away. And yeah, in Ciudad del Valle, right? And I think there was so much Marines that day, bro. So many cops on the streets. It looked like a war zone. And I went to go eat taco. Like there was no taxis for 2 days, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. And I had never seen anything like that. But there was peace after that. There was nothing wrong. Like there's been peace ever since. Like that's what I mean. Like it gets crazy, and then it gets chill. So right now we're like in a chill place. The only thing I think is that if it could fuck up is if Mayito Flaco wants to come into Nayarit, which I think eventually he's gonna want to. Mayo's son.
yeah,
So that's what I hope. That's what probably is gonna end up happening, which I hope doesn't happen if Mayito Flaco wants to come into Nayarit. So I mean that's the only way for Nayarit to get fucked up is if Mayito Flaco, yeah, and Chapo Isidro too. Yeah, Chapo Isidro ended up pretty powerful. Well, he's what's left of the Beltran Leyva organization. But yeah, Chapo Isidro's his name's been around for a long time. And it's crazy because you hear people's names. Oh, he's the helper. He's the helper. And then all of a sudden, oh, he's in charge. He's in charge. Like, but you see their growth, quote unquote, from afar.
oh shit.
But I heard Chapo Isidro. I heard I heard he's not a shithead. I heard he's not like Not that he's the best person or he's a drug dealer at the end of the world, but I heard he his word counts or whatever. Just ran el guano on his sound. Are you serious? That's crazy, bro. Damn.
I tried. I don't know.
Guano's like the last old school bastion of Guzman he's Chapo's brother.
Uh,
So he I don't know if he's like super allied to his nephews,
who's the
but
one
I
when
think he was doing like this isolationism where he was just in his territory doing his own thing. He didn't want no one to fuck with him. But I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that they did some that yeah some drones on his mom's house. Dronazos, so they said. They're using fucking drones, sir. Can you believe it?
are you serious? It's a matter of survival at this point.
But yeah, my prediction is CJ is gonna come out on top, and I think Mayito Flaco will maintain something, but I don't know. So they're just gonna have to either work it out or clash out or it's. But Sinaloa is Sinaloa, bro. I don't think CJ could take over Sinaloa. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't know. It's crazy.
How many do they have compared to the other guys?
Well, CJ is like a fucking. They're like a fucking corporate cartel type shit, bro. They're like the Walmart of cartels right now.
Holy shit!
They are, bro. Those dudes are fucking crazy, bro. They're like a
Damn.
brand and shit, like a fucking. They're like fucking Procter and Gamble of meth and and drugs.
Oh shit! I tried, man. It won't let me.
If you want, I can drop off and you can join.
I don't even think I could do that.
Oh, El Guano and Ivan are together now. Okay. Well, I mean, they are family, so that makes sense. You know. Ah, shit. Explain why you should bring in ROC, please. But yeah, there's this channel, guys. If you guys are into cartel stuff, it's called Okran Leaks. I'm pretty sure he was a big fish because the way he speaks and things he says, there's no way he knows them without having been someone. I think he's a Damaso. I think he's part of the Damaso family. But but yeah, Okran Leaks. That the dude knows his shit. Um, yeah. See, Johnny knows Okran Leaks is El Mini Leak. Like it is him, bro. Like just the way he fucking talks and even his build is a little bit like because I saw that Annabelle interview where Mini Leak with that recent picture. Yeah, but it's funny, dude. The shit he says sometimes it's pretty funny. The way he makes fun of them. He calls Chapo he calls El Chapo. He calls him. What does he call him? He has nicknames for everyone. It's fucking hilarious. El Pochas. He calls Chapo El Pochas. Like he's fucking stupid, bro. Yeah, he says some funny ass shit, right, Johnny? Remember I told you? Yeah, he hates them. Yeah, yeah, he hates all of them, and then but he has a good channel. I enjoy it a lot, and then he even has like insider stories of parties and stuff he's seen happened, and it's pretty cool.
I saw one of the videos you sent me with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
They had subtitles, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he wears like a face mask.
Yeah, he has a face mask. Yeah, you could tell, dude, and he has a fucking Johnny. He has a portrait of Harfuch in the back. he's the fucking Secretary of Defense, bro, and he's fighting the cartels in Sinaloa right now. He has a fucking portrait of him in the back. Like, how hilarious is that, bro? And he's always like idolizing him and like like my respects to Omar Harfuch. Haga su trabajo, señor. Usted anda al 100. And when potentially he's a fucking ex drug dealer that would have been persecuted by him if he had been active. But he has a MF story. Well, yeah, Johnny. I don't know why you can't come on. Maybe next time you can come on. But you got to come on your phone. You can't do it. It has to be through your phone. Are you on mobile?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Omar Harfuch Morena. Yeah, it's getting crazy right now. I feel like that old dude Obrador, he could manage everything better. But now that Scheinbaum is in there, everything's kind of loosening up a little bit more. But I think the old dude was better at managing everyone. And now that he's gone, Scheinbaum is kind of, everything's kind of fucking up. Cause bro, I mean, the president, he's the president of Mexico. He has to fucking admit, he has to run the cartels, he has to run the economy, he has to run everything, bro. He has to be tough.
That's got to be the toughest job.
Yeah. I think Mexico should just assign one dude, give him all the power over the drugs, and just deal with him.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it was. I think that's the deal they had with Miguel Angel or with El Señor de los Cielos. Because my mom told me that back then there was no like cartels. Like everything was there was only like two organizations on each side of the country. But back then it wasn't like oh el cartel este, el cartel aquello. It was just like one big ass group, and then it just started splintering and splintering into like more cells.
That makes sense. Once,
But
yeah,
remember, you know how in Narcos Miguel Angel has everyone working for him, and then it kind of breaks out. It breaks up at the end.
I don't know.
You haven't seen Narcos?
No.
Yeah, so in the show, everyone works for him at some point. Like Chapo, Mayo, Carrillo Fuentes, everyone is working for the Gallardo Felix organization. That dude was real too, though. He lived in Mazatlan.
Oh, that was all real shit.
Yeah, Miguel Angel. Hell yeah, bro. Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo. Fuck yeah, that fool was real as fuck.
Oh shit.
That fool changed the game. He made the Mexicans start moving the coke.
Damn.
Yeah, before Mexicans were just like they were just mules. They would just use them to cross the drugs across. But after all that shit in the Caribbean fucked up, Mexico was the only way. And I guess Miguel Angel said, "Well, we want 40% or 50% of the coke instead of getting paid." So it's like they became I think they become so they he became a partner at that point because you're no longer because at that point Mexico's the only way. So if you don't do this, then you're fucked. You're not gonna come through here, and you can't go to through the Caribbean anymore.
Yeah.
So and that's how the drug trade passed into the Mexicans' hands. Because remember how it was the Colombians back then.
Yeah.
When that happened, it kind of changed everything to where Mexico became it or whatever.
How long
Yeah,
ago was that?
that was in the I don't know, Johnny, yeah, 80s, 90s, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, when that shit happened, the fucking what's that thing with Canada, Mexico, and United States free trade agreement?
Oh,
NAFTA
NAFTA.
around that time. Yeah, around the NAFTA time. Yeah. Yeah, NAFTA. NAFTA helped the cartel, bro. Because it opened up a lot of trade. And basically, the cart. the best way to move drugs across the border is through the border, like in
I,
secretly.
I wonder what's going to happen if the U.S. just makes everything legal.
Well, what happened in Washington, in Portland?
Yeah, that was a disaster.
Yeah, so that's what would happen. I don't know.
That's
Honestly, sometimes I think that if like drug dealing went away, Mexico's economy would kind of like falter, bro.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Like I truly think so. I think it's a narco economy.
What's the best tourist spot? Like, is it Punta Cana?
The best what?
Like the tourist areas? Like,
Tourist?
is
Well,
it
I
like,
think Cabos, Cancun,
oh, Cancun?
Puerto Vallarta is very beautiful. Here in Nayarit, there's a place called Punta Mita, and a
Okay.
lot of really famous people go there.
How much is it to stay over there, like in a hotel?
Well, that swanky one I told you about,
Yeah, yeah,
it's like well, Joe Rogan was talking about it, and so you could only imagine. Like you could bump into you could bump into fucking A-listers there.
yeah,
Yeah, Punta Mita. I think the cheapest one I saw was like it's expensive, bro. It's an expensive place, but it's
yeah.
very beautiful. Nayarit has a lot of beautiful stuff. They have golf over there. Um, it's really funny part is it's car.
Mexico GDP is 1.8 trillion. I wonder if they count that as part of the GDP. I don't know if they could count that. Yeah, because I don't think they could count that as part of the GDP.
Oh, I can hear you again. Okay. Well, yeah, money laundered does enter because
Oh,
because because it just comes off as a building that someone built, I guess,
yeah,
squarely.
that makes sense. Okay. I was confused for a minute.
Yeah.
The US does the same shit, just in a different way. The big pharma.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Pharma. Well, remember the story of how the soldiers were guarding the poppy in Afghanistan?
Yeah,
That's some drug dealer cartel activity, bro. That's what drug dealers do. They protect their crop with guns because they got to send it to the junkies. That's
yeah.
literally what they were doing, bro.
And that's the same time the whole opiate crisis happened.
And what's that in the Prince? He says, even if you do horrible things, make it seem like you're the good guy. Like that's the United States bread and butter. Like they'll do things and then mask them as like something else.
Yeah,
Like you know what I mean?
they'll blame it on just one guy in, in another country. Just like Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein.
Because the Afghan farmers needed that sweet, sweet opium money. Really? Oh god, that's just. Isn't doesn't the Taliban run the fucking opium trade in Afghanistan?
Yeah, so I remember back when, so in Iraq, they tried to make it a democracy. So they put in some group. The U.S. was like, all right, we're going to have these people run Iraq now. And then I think they turned bad, and then that's where you got ISIS from that whole shit. And then you saw like politicians shooting each other and shit. There was videos of that. That was crazy.
In Iraq. God
Yeah.
damn, that's crazy.
I saw a video of some guy. He travels the world. He went to Iraq and he was like showing around, like, yeah, this is look at all these bullet holes in these buildings and stuff.
They killed a politician here recently, Carlos Manso.
I
He
know.
they killed a politician down here in Michoacan. His name is Carlos Manzo, and he had been on video calling out the governor for corruption. And dude, the way he spoke to him was like he was speaking for like everyone in like all the people in Michoacan. Like he's like, you've had the people in misery, and we're tired of you. Like I'm not scared of you. I'm here. Like I'm ready to die. I don't want any power that's come from organized crime. Like I have the people behind me, and we're sick of your shit. And dude, the governor could say nothing, bro. He was just like quiet, like taking it all, because there was nothing he could say, bro. Because everything he was saying was true, and they fucking whacked him, bro. They fucking whacked him.
Shit.
They fucking whacked him, bro.
This was
They,
recent.
recent, bro, like 3 weeks ago. They
Oh,
whacked him at a in a it was like a peace ceremony. It was like a Day of the Dead ceremony, and they killed him there. And you could tell the kid that they used the fucking kid, bro. It was a kid. I saw the video. It was a kid, some indigenous kid. You could tell that he was poor. They just brainwashed him to do it, and then they ended up dead. So they killed all of them. They killed the people involved afterwards. Like, tell me that's like, what can you do against shit like that, bro? What can you do?
there's nothing. There's nothing you could do.
Like, that's crazy, bro. Like you know how some places like in Italy when they killed that girl, you know how the people rose up in
Yeah,
Naples.
yeah,
Like if people rise up here, they just get whacked too, bro. Like
yeah. I don't know why. And well, there's more probably guns in Mexico than Italy. I'm guessing.
yeah. Well, Italy would get guns from Russia. No, imagine mobsters get Russian guns.
Yeah, they would probably get it from either Russia or I mean, they're not far from like the Middle East.
His wife took over. Oh wow, that's crazy, bro. I hope nothing happens to her.
Usually,
I
stuff.
think he expected death though. I think he was ready to go though. The way he spoke, he knew, but he didn't care. He knew he was right. That's crazy how knowing you're right gives you balls like that, you know?
Sometimes in America too, they'll whack you.
Oh yeah.
That's why guys like Alex Jones, I think they just put guys like him in there because you need like a crazy lunatic just to speak. Even if it's true or not, people will be like, ah, whatever. They won't whack a guy like that. But then,
Yeah, he did. Cool. Well, sometimes he says Alex says sometimes he'll say things that are remotely true. Sometimes, every now and then.
yeah.
Like as far as these people being lizards, I don't know about that, but they're definitely fucking demons.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well be lizards, right? El Mencho CJNJ. Well, yeah, Michoacan is his fucking that's his territory. Yeah, Mencho's doing shit right, bro. That man is in the shadows. That motherfucker is in the shadows.
So who is he basically?
He's just some guy, bro, from Michoacan. He went to the United States for a little bit and came back and started selling drugs. Started selling drugs back. I guess he went over there, learned California a little bit, and
Uh,
saw what he could do, and he just started sending work to California. He was in that thing, the fucking los. Didn't he? Wasn't he in Los Templarios or Los Matacetas or something like that? Because I remember one time when they first came out, they were called Los Matacetas or something like that. Los Queenies, right? The Queenies. Because I remember when they first came out, CJNJ, that was like their main objective. Those to kill Zetas. Milenio Cartel.
how old is he?
Yeah, Michoacan dudes are they're hardcore Michoacan people. They don't play around. Those dudes are crazy. Yeah, that's how he became famous, right? Matando Zetas. The Matacetas. Yeah. Yeah, he kicked them out of Michoacan, I think. And then I think he was friends with that dude too, La Tuta, the one from La Familia Michoacana, or the Templarios or whatever. It's funny though, because there are enemies out in the streets, but they all end up in the same jails. Yeah, I wonder if they fucking nod to each other. These dudes never fight each other, bro. And they end up in the same prisons. They never hit each other or nothing. They send other people to hit it, but they never like if they see each other. I bet you they'll even fucking start talking and make peace. That's really, bro. That's how they are sometimes, bro.
That's crazy.
Like I think Vicente Zambada snitched on Chapo, and I read the court hearing or whatever, that when they saw each other they just nodded at each other respectfully.
Why'd they bring Chapo to the U.S.?
Uh, Peña Nieto gave him to Trump, I think.
That's why couldn't Mexico just deal with him?
Well, because he was under Mexican jurisdiction, they can't just take a Mexican citizen.
Uh,
Yeah. Set the 40 hated El Chapo to death. Right, Johnny. That they the Zetas and Sinaloa, that was like the worst, bro. That was like of movies, that beef. But when they met in jail, they became friends. They even did a fucking like they did a hunger strike together, and even the Barbie was part of that, I think. But but yeah, that's they won't fight each other if they see each other. They're just like they're not like Dom P. You know how he'll fucking get his hands right. He'll fuck shit up.
can you lay out El Chapo's downfall for a noob?
I seriously think the man started to get dementia, and he just started making dumb decisions, bro. Because I mean, why the fuck would you invite Kate del Castillo to your house when you fucking got a second time out of federal prison? Like, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you talk to Sean Penn? Why would you talk to Rolling Stone? I really think the man um started to get dementia, and yeah, he just wasn't making that fool's probably hubris, but I mean to talk to Rolling Stone though, bro, after you get out of prison, after you escape prison the second time, like why the fuck would you go talk to Rolling Stone? And that's why he got caught, because of that Sean Penn um interview. That was it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro, that's how they started to track him. That because of that Rolling Stone shit.
Remember that girl that was obsessed with him?
Who, Kay del Castillo?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she's weird.
yeah. She was weird. I remember her interview.
Any woman who thinks those people are cool, like if you're not a woman who grew up around that and you think it's cool, you're stupid as fuck. But like some women who grow up around that, I get it. Whatever, you grow up in Sinaloa, you grow up in that place, that's who you are. But like someone like her, to like a rich girl from that family to just start fucking kissing their ass, it's just stupid, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was some weird shit I watched.
But her family's always been like her dad was a very well known actor. Like their family has always been rich. Is what I'm saying. That their family doesn't come from that world. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like for someone to who comes from that part of society to just come out of the blue and start like saying supportive things of a drug dealer, I think that speaks very. It speaks to how dumb she is, or how like just it just doesn't speak well about her. You know, like yeah, I could see that shit happening, bro. Like, she probably fucked him too, bro. Like, it's disgusting. Yeah, a lot of Mexican actresses have been that are on TV right now. There's stories of them with famous drug dealers. Like Galilea Montijo, I think she had a thing with Beltran Leiva. Ninel Conde had a thing with Alfredo Beltran as well. And then
damn.
there's stories of those who refused. Sounds jealous. I probably am. You're right. No, it's just women who like get wet from a guy with a gun. I don't. I it doesn't really. I don't know, man. I look at him. I'm like, you're fucking stupid. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm the same way.
Did you see that girl that helped that guy bust out of prison? That psychologist, and then he whacked her.
No,
I heard that story, Johnny, and you could tell me if this is true or not. I heard he won her in en una rifa that he won her. That's what someone told me from Culiacan, that he won her in a raffle or some shit like that. I don't know if that's true or not.
there's a video of Chino Amthox with Paris Hilton after a Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, I've seen that video, that picture. I've seen that.
Damn, man.
But yeah, bro, the narco world is it's like a world outside of reality. Like it's like some stories are stranger than fiction even when you start going down the rabbit hole of that world.
It's one of the most craziest, like,
Oh, I got a story too, guys. So my family. So my family has a ranch, right, in Jalisco, and the family next door may or may not be drug dealers. Their monkey comes to our fucking ranch, bro. A fucking monkey, bro. There's not supposed to be monkeys in Jalisco, bro. And the monkey fucking goes like to the next house over. I'll send you pics, syrup. I'll send you the pics. But could you believe that?
that's
And
insane.
my cousin told me that the guy tried to give my uncle a fucking crocodile because my uncle has like a pond in the ranch, and then he tried to give him now like a crocodile or an alligator or some shit.
What the fuck? Damn.
Yeah, but my uncle looks badass though, so he looks like a badass. Like he's not. He's a good guy. Like he's very. He's a square, but you look at him and you're like, oh shit. Like he looks. He. Some people just look badass. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like he has like that white brown hair and he has like a deep voice and
yeah. I know what you mean.
yeah. That's
I
crazy how you get how some people just get respect. They don't really have to do much, huh?
when I got that look, yeah.
You ever go places and people nod at you?
Yeah.
Right? Dude, that happens to me all the fucking time. Like, they'll fucking nod at me, like, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, how do you do? Yes, sir. Thank you too. I'll nod back. But, uh, but yeah, bro, it's a good feeling. When people fucking nod at you. My friend had a monitor lizard in Long Island. He acts like a dog, chases a mailman, lick you when you get home. Look at Alfredito. What is he doing right now? What is Alfredito doing? I imagine he's helping Isidro. I don't know what he's doing though. If he's working and he's staying out of the spotlight, then he's being then Alfredito betrayed Chapitos. He's still working. That's good. Well, I mean, not good, but I mean, he's doing as relatively. If he's still working and not his name's not all over the place, then I guess he's doing something right.
Any arsonist stories?
Tito Beltran leading the troops against El Guano and Atuna. So he's helping Chapo Isidro then. So they teamed up.
Uppercase, are you an arsonist? Is that why you're asking that? Look up the guy John Orr. Johnorr. He was a fire. What do you call it? Where he would investigate fires. He was one of the biggest arsonists in history.
Bro, I didn't consider myself a cartel expert, but I guess just because I'm Mexican, I know shit about it. That's crazy.
That's awesome, though. You got to know your surroundings, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you just know. You just learn this shit growing up, bro. It's weird, bro. You just hear it from friends, family, and songs on TV, and you just start piecing everything together. It's
It's how you develop street smarts.
Yeah. I have like a loose structured history of the narco world. Like going back to maybe probably back to like the 80s maybe. Like I could pretty much tell you little more or less what happened, more or less or whatever.
That's
Yeah, I
like,
saw that. I saw that on Okran Leaks. They he said that they did some dronazos on her house.
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's what I mean. Like there's no respect for anything, bro. And
Nah,
this ain't the first time they go into his mom's house. This is like the third time. I think Alfredito Junior. He went to his mom's house like a few years ago. Like I think like 9 years ago. I heard that story that he went into his mom's house
what
for
do they
real.
what do they get out of that by just going there?
Well, when they can't get to the one they want, they go fuck with the family. So like
Uh,
when they want to kill someone, it's easy for that person to go to the mountains or go hang out, like hide. So they start fucking with the family.
oh shit.
Yeah, bro, that's why that shit sucks, bro. Like you never want to know you want to let know where people where you live if you're in that shit.
Yeah,
But yeah, say if like you think you're so smart, you think you're so clever, and you go around robbing people and trying to get away with shit. If they know where your family lives, yeah, you fucked, bro.
that's like because in America they didn't touch families and shit because they didn't want. I think it's because they said it's honor and shit, but I think it's they didn't want the heat with the cops and the neighborhoods and. But in Italy, the Ndrangheta, the Camorra, they'll go after your family because the cops, it's different out there. So that's why I think if America wasn't like, if there wasn't good cops everywhere, I think it would be the same as everywhere else, where they'll just start going after family too.
Yeah, but I think Ivan and them they're on their last legs, bro. Because I mean, what Ivan did, bro, to fucking to Mayo, that shit was. Who would trust him after that? If anyone works with him, they'll work with him long enough so that they could kill him. Like they'll work with him for a little bit while it's convenient, but as soon as they could, they'd take someone like that out. I'd imagine. Because then what? Then he's gonna turn me into the fucking DA when you know what I mean? Like yeah, when shit goes south between us, you're just gonna turn me in. And they've always done that. The fucking Guzmans, they've always turned people into a DA. That's like a fucking MO of theirs. Chapo's always done that shit.
He did? I didn't know that.
And Mayo turned Ovidio in. I don't know about that. I didn't hear that part. But then they go to didn't they go wasn't there like a shootout and everything? They went to his ranch and everything, got him.
Damn, that's some crazy shit.
El Mayo turned in El Chapo in 2016 with EPN.
The bank teller?
And then Mayo and Chapo turned in the Beltran Leivas. Like basically, syrup, like the golden age of the Sinaloa cartel was El Mayo, the
Yeah.
Beltran Leiva family. So the Zambada family, the Beltran Leiva family, and the Guzman family. And the Nacho Coronel family too. The Coronel family. But when they were together, bro, fuck, bro, that was like the golden age, bro. That shit was wild, bro. They were like the fucking that shit was like memorable, bro. But then they betrayed the Beltran Leivas.
Was this
Yeah, bro.
was this during like when Carlos Quinteros was there?
Nah, Quintero was already locked up. But
Okay.
um but even today, bro, anyone you ask about Alfredo Beltran or any of the Beltrans, they just speak highly of them, bro. Like it's rare to see someone say, "Oh, he's a sapo." Like you hear people say that about Chapo and them, but about Beltran Leiva, like even his enemies, bro, they still speak of him like El Señor. Oh, el jefe de jefes. Like he's like one of the only ones that they've called el jefe de jefes, like boss of bosses. Like
Yeah.
he still has that nickname, bro. Like that dude was something else, bro. That dude was a boss, for real, for real.
Wait, who was the boss of all bosses?
El Botas Blancas,
Okay.
Arturo Beltran, yeah, Arturo Beltran, boss of bosses. Yeah, that dude was when he went, people couldn't believe it. But the only way for him to go was for Mayo and Chapo to betray him, and that's what they did.
Damn.
Yeah, from Badiraguato, yeah. And that's his son. His son or his uncle. Is that his son that took out Guano now? Yeah, he was. That dude was La Águila Real. They used to call him the Royal Eagle because he never went. There's a song about him, bro. It's so fucking majestic. Like the way that it's all translated a little bit. He's all like, when he died, the Royal Eagle has fallen. No law on this earth ever saw him ever saw him step foot in his jails, like because he never went to jail. So
Wow.
it's like the royal eagle has fallen and no law ever took him prisoner. Like fucking gangster as fuck, bro. Or let me see, he's like, no law on earth will ever see him captive. That's what it says. The royal eagle has fallen, no law on earth will ever see him captive. Like that's how the fucking song starts, bro. Like you could imagine the rest of it.
So if you're blasting that music in the daytime driving, are people gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, but it's crazy because those songs, your grandparents listen to them or your dad listened to them, so it's
Oh,
like they're like ingrained to you. So you're growing up, and this isn't a new song, but this is an old ass fucking song.
yeah.
So when I was little, I would literally imagine the songs like in my brain, like I would imagine a whole movie from just hearing the songs that my grandpa would listen to. He would listen to the Cadetes, Los Invasores, Chuy Vega, and yeah, bro, they are, and those songs back then were more authentic, bro, because it was more of a niche thing back then, bro. It wasn't like internet, no internet bullshit. Like back then, it
Yeah,
was like the guy went to the guy, and I want this song made type shit, you know?
the good old days.
Yup. Oh, and then the song says too, because he died. Well, he said they say he died, but in the song he makes fun of the DEA. He's all like, "I'm sorry, cousins. You guys are gonna have to stay with the want of capturing me because I'm dead now." like him, like the song he's saying that to the DA.
Damn.
And then after that, he's all like, "I'm going back to Juan Muchilito. My father is waiting for me. Who knows? Maybe I'll take a trip and be forgotten." Like the song alludes to him faking his death.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro, that it's a great fucking song.
That's in Spanish, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, and then at the end he says, "The light bulb has just turned on in in my head. I have an idea. I'm gonna take a long trip into being forgotten." And so that's kind of alluding to that he faked his death or whatever.
That's interesting.
Do Mexico Narcos? No, they don't compete. It's a whole. It's pretty harmonious as far as I know between Colombia and Mexican organizations. Cause no, they don't really compete. Although I did hear that Mexican guys have gone to Mexico to Colombia to take control of growing, but I doubt that. I really doubt that. I don't think Colombia would be cool with having Mexicans in their mountains telling them how to grow shit, you know?
You still hear me good?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, I think even the CIA confirmed his death. There's another one that they say he faked his death too. Juan Jose Esparragosa. He was like a big deal in in the Sinaloa cartel. They say he faked his death as well.
How old is he?
He was in his 60s or 70s, I think.
Uh,
Yeah.
I could see some people getting away with doing shit like that.
Well, if I was in that life, I wouldn't want to spend my whole life in that life. I would only want to be there for a while so I could like get rich and then get out.
Yeah,
I'd take a surgery. Fuck it.
definitely. I'm surprised El Chapo didn't do that shit.
Do you think he's actually dead, Johnny? You think he actually died this time then? He was a dark Mexican, so I guess he was so dark they call him Blue. So his nickname is El Azul. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. Like you got to get a surgery, a bunch of paperwork done.
How's the doctors out there in Mexico?
They're pretty good. They're
Yeah,
they're yeah they're I yeah, if you have money, you can get pretty good care. The only thing is like certain machines are only available in bigger cities. So if you
Okay.
need like certain kind of treatments, they might send you to a. If you're in a rural place, they might send you to a bigger city. El
Is it
Azul Sun Arc CJ. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Johnny. That's interesting. Yeah, those guys were Sinaloa people. Now they're CJ and J. Or maybe they're from Jalisco. I don't know.
is it more like holistic medicine? Like, cause you know the U.S. has like bullshit stuff sometimes. Where like, oh, take this, but it got so much side effects. Like, I'm wondering if like Mexico, like they give you the good stuff, like the
Could
natural stuff.
no. It's pretty much the same kind of care that you would get anywhere else.
Oh, okay.
It's more like of a. It's almost very European type care. Like we use paracetamol, and we have like paracetamol is not a thing in the United States. Yeah, in Mexico, it's more of like a social. Like if someone, it's not really a business here. If you want really good, if you want like really good specialized care, they'll send you somewhere else if you have money.
That's like in Italy too. If you don't have money and you need care, like you might
Yeah,
wait mad long, but
yeah. For the social security, whatever care that they have, whatever that they do.
yeah. I didn't know that, Devin. That's crazy. John Dillinger was the first gangster to use plastic surgery to avoid detection and incarceration. Monterrey and Mexico City for the best health care.
Monterey's rich as fuck. Monterey has a. They're known for like having white chickens. Yeah, bro. They even talk like, o sea, they have like that upward inflection and shit too. Voy a ir a la tienda, o sea, y literal, había como 100 personas. O sea, eso qué, güey, oso. Like, you hear that? You hear that? I don't like, it's like a little fucking like that upward inflection.
I wish I was good at Spanish, but I don't know shit.
I'm thankful to my parents for teaching me Spanish. Even people that speak Spanish say I speak it very well. So I'm glad I speak it
I
proper.
w- yeah.
Cabrera Sarabia, no? Cabrera Sarabia. He's in Serbian. That's Borko. That's Don Borko's territory. The only thing that I had a hard time with Spanish was placing the accents when you write it, because you have to place accents on letters. I never fucking got that down. How to place the accents.
Yeah, I think I failed Spanish too.
Does Italian writing have accents? I think it does. Does it? It does,
Yeah,
right? In
yeah,
Spanish. I think all the Romance languages have the accents.
yeah. They do say English is the hardest language.
Seis y siete. Yeah. Well, my family, my mom's side of the family, they were all teachers. So she would literally like sit my ass down and be like, Di ferro, R con R cigarro. R con R cigarro. Like she would make me roll my R's, and sometimes I would cry because she wouldn't let me go anywhere until I rolled my R. Yeah, 60 y 70. Yeah, that's a fucking. See that? Look at that. Look at that, Sarah. 60 and 70. There's only one fucking letter difference. So the first one is 60 and
Oh,
70 is 70. Yeah, that one's a tough one to remember.
I don't even know the Italian one. I'm trying to think. It's similar though.
Sichanta.
Yes, yes.
I just guessed. I was right. I've been watching Gamora. I've been watching Gamora. Dude, they took Gamora off HBO. I'm pissed.
That's fucked, man.
Yeah. I
How many?
literally was just watching it to fall asleep to it. Now that's I was just rewatching it for no reason.
I was doing that too.
Borgo got me the season 1 and 2 though.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the other one in January. We got to get that.
yeah, we're gonna watch that.
I might need Borko's help with that one.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I hope we can get him. I hope it's good though.
It
Uh,
looks like it's going to be good. They want because
they didn't have Mokadelic music, bro. They need Mokadelic music.
I hope they do. They would be stupid if they don't put that in.
They have some weird ass. They were playing like American music, bro. They were trying to make it all Martin Scorsese like.
So I was reading comments about that, and people like, "What the hell are they listening to?" And then somebody said in that area and that time that was popular to them. So that was the shit that they were actually listening to. So it's pretty authentic. Like you remember in the movie they were listening to some shit like disco shit.
Yeah.
That was like that era of music.
Okay. I
It
still
had,
want Mokadelic.
I know, me too.
Dun. I listen to that shit when I'm driving, and I feel like I'm in Naples. I kid you not.
And listening and doomed to live, just driving.
Manuel Bartlett, he's still around, isn't he? Yeah, Caro Quintero blames Bartlett. He in his last interview he did with Anabel Hernandez, he mentioned Manuel Bartlett a lot. Le pregúntenle a Bartlett. Pregúntenle a Bartlett. Él sabe. Él sabe todo.
Yeah, that whole thing with Kiki Camarena was just sickening.
Yeah, bro.
That was like one of the. I was so mad after watching that documentary.
Yeah, the way he tortured him, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
They something, and even that didn't stop the fucking drug trade, bro.
nope,
That response from the United States,
they didn't do shit.
they didn't do shit, bro. They didn't do shit, bro. Tons still kept coming in. The powder still kept coming in.
Yep. That's why I think that the U.S. was in on it.
I think the only solution, bro, it's like a 30-year solution, bro. Like all the kids that are growing up right now, you just gotta, I don't know, just prevent them from using drugs, and that's it. That's the only real way to, I think, fix it.
Yep, that's the only way.
And then just let all the junkies die out.
Yep, that's the only solution. Because you
Gen-
could go to war forever, it's not going to stop.
yeah. Or regulate it.
That too, yeah.
I mean, I think the marijuana industry has been very successful. It's a good example of. But I mean, do we really want dispensaries where you can go buy heroin and coke? Like it's a weird thing, you know.
I thought about it that it might be a good idea, but then I thought again, and I'm like, nah, it can't be a good idea. Because pot can't, it doesn't kill people.
Yeah, yeah. They've always gotten high. Even animals get high. I think some monkeys in the Amazon they get high off this plant too.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh no, no, they lick this frog because they know that it'll get them high.
Oh yeah, the poisonous frog. Yeah,
Yeah,
they start tripping out. I always wondered, like humanity, like how did somebody be like, all right, this tobacco plant, I'm gonna just smoke it, right? I'm gonna just light this up, smoke it.
yeah. It's fascinating. Like sometimes I think, how did people discover farming? Like,
That's
did they eat the fruit and then they came back to where they threw the trash away and there was more? Like, or did
yeah,
they observe the plants and see that they would grow. The shit I think about is fucking stupid.
No, it's smart. It's smart thinking.
Yeah, like when I was little, bro, I was like, who named the Earth Earth? I literally asked myself that when I was like 5, or I was a little ass fucking kid, and I was like, why is it like who named it? And I was like, who named and I was like, couldn't have been the United States because the Earth was named Earth long ago. And then just my brain would go off as a kid about a lot of things, and then I would ask my mom, and she would just get annoyed, and then take me to the library.
I remember when I was a kid, I would like just stare outside in the yard, look at all the birds and the squirrels, and I would do it every day. And then you would notice like they'd come at the same time every day, eat the same stuff, go to the same trees, and then you notice their tunes, and you're like, all right, they're talking to each other and shit. I was fascinated with nature. But now that the phones and everything's distracting, you can't really hear nature that much anymore, and that's probably why a lot of people are fucked up.
What flower grows in May? Hendrix fire. But yeah, it's it's a fascinating, tragic, treacherous world.
Gotta be high sailing to India and landing in America. I heard a theory that to get to America at one point, the ocean was lower, so people were able to walk. That's what I heard.
Oh, that's not a theory. That's real. That's in Alaska. It the Bering Strait freezes over,
Yeah,
and Alaska it unites with Russia. That it freezes over that strait, and
yeah,
they walked over it.
that's crazy. When I heard that,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
So I guess the Eskimos are kind of like real OG, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, we Russia and the United States are, they're closer than we think, you know.
oh, 100%. They're definitely close. I don't believe the news when they talk shit.
And they're fucking like really close to each other, fit like geographically as well.
Yeah, I think we're close with everybody, to be honest. China,
Well, yeah, that's why we haven't fucked them up yet.
exactly. We only go after the weak countries. Eskimo organized crime. I don't know.
They're selling ice, overpriced ice. But yeah, yeah, it's been chill out here the last couple of days. I've just been going out for tacos and eating food and carne
How
asada.
how much better are the tacos there than over here?
Um, I like them a lot more.
Yeah, you get the beef ones.
Yeah, I get beef. Well, I like this. So there's this taco. I'm just gonna say it. I don't care who judges me. I like tripa tacos. So they're like it's like intestines. I don't care. Yeah, they're delicious
Yeah, from what animal?
from a cow. They like I know it sounds gross, bro, but I tried them one day and they're really yummy. It's have you tried tacos de tripa, Johnny? Tripa tacos. The water. Well, I drink distilled water. I don't know what you so it's pretty good. And we have access to thermal waters here. So the water you shower with is like from the mountain. So it's like thermal water. So it's really good for you. I'm
Oh,
telling
that's
you, bro, Tepic is nice. It's a nice town. If you I see really nice cars around here. There's a lot of cool, chill people, and CJ and J ain't really out here. Like they're here, but they keep it under control. Like that's why I said I have no complaints with CJ and J here. Um, they've done a good job. And it sounds crazy to say, but they've kept it okay here. There's no petty crime. There's no like car robberies or stupid shit like that.
well, that's a big plus.
Yeah, yeah, it's a nice town, bro. And for someone like me who kind of just likes to eat and I don't do any crazy stuff, it's perfect. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, there's steakhouses too. I'll probably grill meat next week, but I'm thinking of going to the. I'm gonna go to Caponeta maybe next week, and that's where my family's from. The well, one of the ranches my family's from, like pueblos or villages, and that village borders Sinaloa. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's literally on the smack dab fucking border, and I'm gonna go there. I don't know if it's next weekend or the weekend after that. But there, it's a little bit more weird. Like when you're entering the village, you see the truck with the armored guys, and
Yeah.
they're just watching everything, and they're more apparent over there. Like people will go to them for conflict resolution. Like my uncle, someone hit someone with a brick on their windshield, and they went to the CJNJ guys to fucking to deal with it. But they didn't go to the cops. They went to the CJNJs.
Oh, shit.
He's like, hey, like this kid hit my truck, and he's hiding or something, and I don't know. It was a whole thing, but they do conflict resolution, kind of like in the Godfather, where how Meadow says, "Oh, the poverty of the Mezzogiorno," where
Yeah.
where they had a conflict resolution on their, they dealt with their own problems. It's kind of like that too.
See, that's good.
I mean, it's not good, bro. I mean, it's like I guess like if it's justice is being administered, but they shouldn't have that power. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have the ability to make. But I mean, that's Mexico.
A lot of cities in not New York, in America, it's kind of the same. Like Detroit, Chicago, they can't really go to the cops.
Yeah, like I heard a story of some guy in our village, in our and that I'm they burned him because he was stealing bicycles or something. And
Oh,
they had already told him to stop, and then he didn't. And the cartel went to the sicarios went to go find him, and they burned him.
damn.
They beat they like if you sell vapes here without permission, they'll kick your ass. Like some kids were selling vapes. I think they were bringing them from the U.S. and they were selling them. When they found out, they kicked their asses. They gave them a good beating. Told them to stop. If they continued, then they'd probably get killed. But the first time, they always try to warn you or some shit.
I mean, that's good that they warn you first.
Yeah. But syrup, I have to go. Sorry,
Uh,
guys. I gotta step.
uh,
Are you gonna be longer?
I might.
All right, I'm gonna go shower and stuff. Hopefully you're still on, but we should do this again. This was fun. I didn't think this would be so interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. I'll see you guys around.
All right, brother.
Join 2ITC Best Soprano server made by Borco. Join 2ITC. All right then.
Who yeah, he got it. On the day of your daughter's wedding. Yo, Johnny, you still there? What we got? All right, who wants to come on? What's going on, Sam? Congratulations, brother. Where's Johnny? Fucking Bermuda Triangle? Where you at, Kyle? Who's in here? I sent a link. There's 3. Yo, what do you got going on right now? I tried sending Johnny a link. I think he's in the Bermuda Triangle. All right, Kyle. Yeah, I'll let you know on the next one. Later, brother. All right, who's left? Who's left? All right, I guess we'll wrap this up. Peace.